Good morning. Welcome to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm Andrew. Here's my friend Kip. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. I mean, a little tired.
You
for
think?
good reason.
You think?
Yes.
I didn't have a brain fart right there, but I almost called you Will. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're still here.
I know. But this weekend, Hadestown, my goodness, get me back on track here. Wow.
So good. I mean, I'm still just thinking about it because that music just stays with you. It really is haunting in the best way. Like, I love haunting. You know me, I like dark, depressing, but hopeful.
Right.
You know, it is hopeful. You know, we don't want to give too many spoilers out, but yeah, it's haunting, and I love that.
I like the deep, not just emotional impact of the music, and it gives you all the feels, but to me, it feels like there was a real educational moment and made a huge impact on some high school students.
Yeah, the high school students. Amazing having them all there, like at the Starcatcher event and at the show and the workshop. It was very high school focused.
Which that's, when we talked about this episode today, I really wanted us to, early on in the beginning of the year, I wanted us to take a full swing at what's coming down the pike at outreach and education. But first off, this amazing show just happened, but you also have another huge list of great I don't know who's booking all these shows, but somebody needs to stop doing so many.
It's nonstop. So we have to just, as you say, take your B12.
Take your B12. Also, if anybody out there would like to donate an apartment around downtown so we can have a place to crash overnight, that would be awesome. But started off with Hadestown. Coming up next, of course, the classic, The Sound of Music. Okay, please sing away.
Alive with the sound of Griswold.
What he said.
Oh, that's Chevy Chase Family Vacation. So,
and that makes that show so special to us because
we have a Huntsville local starring as Brigitte.
Yes.
We have Miss Hattie Mack.
I know.
Yes.
And she has previously been on this very set and stage.
Oh yes.
She was one of our six superfans.
Superfans. That's right.
So literally, when we had her on, a year later, she is back here in Huntsville on stage in The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
How catapulting is that?
I know. And she went to a couple of workshops last season.
Right.
And this time she is teaching a workshop with an adult from the cast as well. But I think it'll be great because it's going to be geared towards middle school theater kids. And so she can really connect with them and talk about her experience and how she is doing what she's doing now.
Right,
which
sure.
is a huge platform. But also have an adult from the cast that can give their perspective as well.
This truly is about where we want all of our outreach and education to go. It's truly amazing that Hattie is doing this and struck out there. And of course, she did the Sound of Music tour in Japan, wasn't it?
She did. It was international.
International.
Yeah,
Okay.
She's played all the little girls, Gretel and Marta.
So eventually she'll be a Maria one day, right?
Yeah, she will be, and then Mother Superior.
Yes.
Mother Abbess.
Well, then very quickly, right after The Sound of Music, which it seems like they're buying the tickets in 4s and 6s and 8s, so they're bringing the entire family. But right after that, we have the Choir of Man.
I've never seen it. And I can't wait.
I know I joked to you about that hook, but I think on that show I'm going to have the hook really handy because you're going to be like, give me a beer!
Yeah. I know. You get to drink on stage.
And sing these, and all the men are, I guess they're attractive in some form or fashion to somebody.
I think people say...
Yes, they're hot hunks.
Yeah, hot hunks singing in harmony on stage while drinking beer.
So guys, I'm just going to say this. Those show dates, February 13, 14, 3 performances.
Yeah.
Perfect Valentine's Day gift for your loved one, your special one, or whatever else that you do.
Right. And it's very different. It's like a unique offering. So it's not just the traditional, let's go to dinner, here's some roses.
Yeah.
No, let's see Choir of Men and have a beer on stage.
Whoop it up.
Yep.
And then, of course, right after that, we'll have to, actually, I think we're going to have to wait here just a second. Okay. Because I know that somebody's getting antsy over there. He must be on a time schedule. Our special guest is like, I'm ready to go. Let's go now. Okay, I'm sorry.
He is a bit of a diva.
I understand. Okay.
He's done 11 Broadway shows, I think.
Do you need me to just move off the set?
Do what you think is right.
I mean, if his ego and me don't fit on the same set, I'll step aside. I'm happy to step aside, okay? All righty, folks.
Listen to your heart, Andrew. Listen to your heart.
We will be back here in just a moment with our very special guest, Mr. Jim Athens, all about the world of Broadway and his spectacular adventure and journey. We'll be back in just a moment.
Rocket 95.1.
The Deep Comics and Games has the largest selection of comics, board games, toys, and collectibles in North Alabama. With thousands of comics arriving weekly, choose from the classics by DC and Marvel to the newest generation of heroes. Offering comics in every genre, The Deep has a comic for everyone. Selling your collection, The Deep is always buying and will give you the most cash for your stash. The Deep Comics and Games, 2310 South Memorial Parkway, just south of Office Depot.
Star 99.1.
Good morning. Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. This is yours. Handle it.
Well, okay.
It's your responsibility, darn it.
Well, today we have a very special guest.
Yes.
His name is James Dean. Yes, James Dean Athens. And he is a Broadway stage manager of multiple shows, but started out as a gypsy. I don't think we're supposed to say that anymore. But
we're not.
A dancer.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. And here we are.
Is gypsy considered inappropriate?
Well,
These days.
They
These
used
days.
to be like all dancers were called gypsies, and they had like
chorus people.
Chorus people.
Yeah.
Chorus
yeah,
people.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Because they would go from show to show to show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they were coined gypsies, but then that has since become.
Is it okay to call you a hoofer?
Sure.
Can you still hoof?
Ish.
He can, particularly if like Dua Lipa comes on.
Okay,
like
okay.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
You got to keep it limbered up, you know?
He's got.
You know,
some
I got to get
moves.
my steps in.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
I know that we're going to be long and deep on everything that we're going to go through in your journey because you both have kind of been on a somewhat of a similar journey.
Yeah.
And much of it together. I guess so. Do we start back in Pittsburgh in high school? Is that where we go?
Yeah, let's start with the high school because
Well-
we're so focused on high school musical theater.
Oh, well, my gosh.
Yes.
When I was in high school in Pittsburgh, I was very involved in the musicals and in choir. And, I'll never forget, I was a sophomore. Our high school was only 3 years, sophomore, junior, senior. So when I was a sophomore, I got cast as a dancer in Oklahoma.
Ah.
And I'll never forget running out to the lobby and to the payphone.
Yep.
Ding,
Fun.
ding, ding, ding,
I
ding.
remember that.
And calling my mother and telling
Yes.
her that I had been cast in a Churchill High School musical.
Oh, it's a big
That
deal.
was big deal in my high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh. Anyway, and then the following year, Damn Yankees, and my senior year, Mame, and I was the dance captain and the lead dancer with Mame, and had a lot of fun.
And it really it made such an impression on your whole life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like if you hadn't done high school theater, where would you be?
I mean, what would I be doing?
Yeah.
I'm going to say he'd be a pharmacist.
A
Oh,
pharmacist?
sure.
He'd be a pharmacist.
Okay, we'll take that.
Okay.
We'll take that.
Sure.
I just changed his life.
Yeah, right?
So I'm curious, with so many people, and you know that this is so true, they have these wonderful experiences, in high school, in theater, and these friendships and these bonds that are created, but then real life hits. How did that real life continue down your path?
Well, I mean, fortunately, I had a drama teacher in high school, Larry Servi, who was extremely encouraging and supportive. And actually, one of my dearest friends, who is still one of my closest friends to this day, Wendy. The two of them were very encouraging and supportive of me continuing my journey and going to college. I got my degree ultimately from what is now Point Park University. At the time, it was Point Park College. And I got my degree in dance, and from there I moved to New York and kind of took off. So
then did you have to spend years and years of paying your dues and audition, or were you there like, I don't know, a week and you're like, he's got a job on Broadway?
guess what?
It's not easy?
Well, it wasn't on Broadway.
Oh.
But you didn't, I mean, you didn't pay a lot of dues, did you? You kind of went into touring internationally and with some huge
And here
shows.
and in the States too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as a performer, I didn't work on Broadway. It wasn't until I became a stage manager that all that took off.
Oh, now hang on. I'm sorry, but don't jump ahead too fast.
Oh, just kidding.
I want to
I'm
hear
just
some of these.
kidding.
I want to hear about some of these international tours and the
what'd you
shows that
tour
you
with?
did
I
as a
toured,
dancer.
Well, this will be a good story.
Okay.
So the first week that I lived in New York, I was cast in a company of The Wizard of Oz at a theater out in New Jersey, at the John Harm Center in Englewood, New Jersey. And I was cast as a dancer and was part of the tornado in the Wizard of Oz. And I was also cast as a tree.
Same
And
here. I was a tree.
Yeah.
You mean my apples aren't what they ought to be?
well, here's what happened with me. I was never good at sports and like throwing a ball. And the director gave me the part of throwing the apple.
Oh.
And every time I threw it, it would end up out in the house.
Oh boy.
I'd throw it this way and it would end up out that way.
Okay.
Anyway, he took that away from me. I still was a tree, but I was no longer able to
You're
throw
not a
the
thrower.
apple.
Did you knock somebody in the head with it?
Probably. So I toured a lot. I toured in the States.
With what shows?
I toured in the States with Cabaret. There was a revival of Cabaret
Good one.
in the 80s with Joel Grey.
Ooh.
So I toured with that.
Name dropping,
Right.
yes.
I mean, important.
A few names here and
That's
there.
an important name to drop.
You got to name drop too.
For Cabaret.
You've done
I
yours.
did?
Yes, you did. Eartha Kitt,
Oh, yeah.
Eartha Kitt,
That
Eartha
doesn't
Kitt.
sound
Oh,
like
yeah.
me.
I toured a lot in Europe, all throughout Europe with West Side Story, and I did a lot of chorus lines.
Yeah.
All throughout the States, all throughout Europe. And to this day, it's those two, West Side and the chorus line, really are
So I've got to
favorites.
ask, as a dancer, pinnacle moment, favorite.
Gosh. I was going to say, the opening number of a chorus line, which absolutely, but also dancing cool in West Side Story.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, that choreography.
And so iconic.
Yes,
Yeah.
as is
Sure.
the opening of a chorus line.
Exactly.
And the finale of a chorus line.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like being in that gold, costume and with that hat and entering, and I'm getting chills remembering it.
Do you feel like you appreciated it, like in the moment?
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Yes,
Because a
absolutely.
lot of people do not.
No, I mean, for somebody of our years to be
Yes.
dancing that choreography
Right,
in a
original.
chorus
I'm
line.
sorry, but I'm 25.
I should.
How dare you?
I meant us.
Oh my God.
How?
It was just. There was nothing like it. Dancing that finale.
Right.
And that opening number.
That's a great moment to take and think about, and let's take a break real quick.
Sure.
We're going to come back and jump into the other part of your professional world, stage managing, all that kind of great stuff. We'll be right back with Mr. Jim Athens.
Buying or selling your home? Why not trust a legend? Huntsville Native Care and Farrell can make the process fun, exciting, and easy. Enjoy the biggest investment of your life. Call a legend, Karen Farrell of Legend Realty, 468-4626, or find her on Facebook.
Star 99.1.
Get your tickets now at HavoCTix.com.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTO. I'm Andrew and my friend Kip here. Now, you said right before we cut to break that you had a question.
I do, but I don't want to did you have a structure to move forward in this segment?
Well, we were talking about his dance career,
Right,
and now
we're
we
going to
want
move into stage management.
Stage management,
right,
yes.
Right.
I'll jump in there.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll jump in
So
when
you're on stage and you're hoofing and you're moving from city to city to city. Okay,
Yes,
got it.
yes.
You get tired of all that and you say, I'm moving to New York City and I'm going to change, not industries, but change jobs within that industry.
Yes.
And how do you go from this to this?
Well, as a dancer, you get to be a certain age, and you have to kind of throw it in as far as performing.
A chorus line says it. What would you do
Yes.
if you could never dance again?
Yeah. So I dabbled in television a bit. I worked for MTV for a while. I worked for, if you remember the Ricki Lake show, I worked for her show for a while.
Go Ricki,
But
go
you know
Ricki,
what? I
go Ricki.
really, really missed our people. The people in our industry. I missed the smallness. Working in television was so big, and it was so much, and I wanted to go back to, in comparison, what seemed like the intimacy of working in the theater. And I was just lucky that somebody reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to come just hang out backstage at Fosse. Back in the late 90s. It was somebody who I knew, and she was the stage manager, Mary Beth Abel, and she was like, you know what, just come hang out and, observe and watch. And I did, and I studied that show and studied it and studied it and studied it. And one day she said, you know what, I think you're ready to call the show. Okay. Calling the cues. And I nailed it.
Oh, that's the diva.
That's the diva in me.
Yes, I thought that.
I did. I'm very proud to say I nailed it.
Good.
And next thing you know, she's referring me to her husband, who was the production stage manager on Les Mis at the time, the original company. And I started subbing there, and then they sent me on the, they didn't send me on the road. I went on the road with Fosse, then Les Mis called me back to New York. They hired me for the Les Mis, for the original company in New York at the Imperial Theater, and then...
By some weird and crazy chance, you didn't play Huntsville with Fosse, did you, as stage manager?
I did not. Did it come here?
Yes, it was like 03, 04, somewhere in that 02, 03, right in the early 2000s. Yeah, Fosse was here.
Yeah, that was
absolutely.
after me. That was definitely after me.
You were doing Les Mis on Broadway, the original version at that time.
Yes,
And I closed in 2003.
I closed that.
Yeah.
People like to make fun of me for this. I closed the original company of Les Mis on Broadway, and then we went on tour with Les Mis, and I closed. That was called the Marius Company. It was the third national tour. I closed that. Then I closed the revival of Les Mis. And
Opened and closed.
Opened and closed. Then many years later, I closed Phantom of the Opera, and so people like to say that. Don't hire me for a show.
He's the closer. He's Kira Sedgwick.
I guess. I mean, so are you still like on Cameron Mitchell's holiday gift list?
No,
I'm not.
Well, we do have gifts from him.
I was going to say, I would think
We
so.
do.
I mean, come on.
Yes, that man knows how to throw a party.
Wait, did you say Cameron Mitchell?
No, I meant
Cameron McIntosh.
Oh, and I didn't even
Sorry.
catch it. I didn't even catch it.
Like,
No, you were not on Titanic.
Yes.
Is that no, that's not the right.
That's John Cameron Mitchell
geez.
was Hedwig, I
I'm
think.
getting everything mixed up.
Anyway,
okay.
it's
funny.
It's early.
But so all right. So I have my question now because
Okay.
you did lots of other Broadway shows as well, like you did Promises with Sean Hayes and Kristen Chenoweth.
Love that,
You
yeah.
did Evita with Ricky Martin. You did How to Succeed with Daniel Radcliffe.
I did.
So
I did.
tell
I
me
did.
this: who did you like the most between Sean Hayes, Ricky Martin, and Daniel Radcliffe? And who did you like the least?
Oh, come on.
Come on, we're getting to
This one's
it.
going viral.
Yes.
Everybody's going to be watching this. National news.
Yes,
Well, I'll
exactly.
tell you, hands down, Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, yeah.
Was my favorite.
Okay.
He was so sweet, so generous, and so fun backstage. And this story that, I have this thing about people, once I finish working with them, like they don't remember who I am. But I ran into him a few years later backstage at another show he was doing, and he was doing some publicity. And when he saw, I was coming to pick something up from the stage manager on his current show. And he was on the stage doing publicity, and he spotted me, and he stopped filming. I mean, he wasn't like, stop! He was like, oh, hold on, guys, hold on. And he stopped filming. He came over to me, gave me a big hug, and said, "Hi, Jim. How are you?" And that meant so much to me. I didn't get that so much from other people, but we'll leave it at that.
From who?
Who? Inquiring minds want to know.
None of them were rude. None of them were angry. None of them were mean. Daniel was just very special.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. He's pleading the fifth, folks.
Yes, yes. I know the answer.
Oh.
Call me later.
Don't get us in trouble.
I won't.
All right.
Okay.
So, all these Broadway shows, New York, stage managing and everything. How do we get all of our kids from Huntsville who are interested in tech to be up on the big boards in New York City?
Well, as far as stage management goes, I really would encourage these days, I would encourage to get a degree in it.
Because we didn't have that.
No, I mean, look at the way
Growing
I got into it was much more kind of common back then, 30, 35 more plus years ago. As my years went on and I was getting older and I saw the younger kids coming in, they all had degrees. Mm-hmm. So I really would encourage that. Unless there's some kind of like really, really great connection. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Somebody who can give you that first step like was given to me. But all these days, all the kids have degrees.
Can I say too, because I was in November, I was in New York for an education forum through the Broadway League, and the Roundabout Theater, very, very famous Broadway. A woman from high up in the organization, she talked about that they have an apprenticeship because I know stage managers are Actors Equity, but the crew is IATSE, that's their union. And so they would offer this apprenticeship where they would basically work with the IATSE for a 3-year program, but then once they finish, they become IATSE and they can immediately go to work because they don't want to lose them to other things, so why not just bring them into the family early, train them, and then they're set for life, and they make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's amazing.
They do.
IATSE, particularly in New York City, a local one. So there's that. That didn't exist when we were coming up.
No.
So there's so many more opportunities now that we didn't have, which is amazing. So let's just get the word out and get these kids on top of it.
I know that we could go on for an hour, Jim. But
Totally.
We'll just take a break real quick.
Oh, sure.
We'll be right back, and we're going to wrap up today's show with Jim Athens here in just a moment.
Have you listened to Mix 96.9?
The 80s, 90s, and more.
With the best variety.
Mix 96.9.
Fun and upbeat.
Mix 96.9.
The best variety of 80s, 90s, and more.
Mix 96.9.
Looking for high energy, fast-paced, non-stop fun? Come experience Havoc Hockey live. Get your tickets now at HavocTix.com.
The Deep Comics and Games has the largest selection of comics, board games, and toys in North Alabama. All your favorite games such as Ticket to Ride, Munchkin, and Catan. Trading card games such as Magic, The Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. Miniature games, Warhammer, Star Wars, Flames of War, and all the supplies you need to get them ready for play. Selling your collection, The Deep is always buying and will give you the most cash for your stash. The Deep Comics and Games, 2310 South Memorial Parkway, just south of Office Depot.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. We're here with Mr. Jim Athens. Thanks for coming in today.
My pleasure. I love it.
Sharing this adventure and story. But really what this is all about, I mean, you're a very important person, obviously, to us all. But the fact that what we are trying to do as an organization and KIP, and I mean, the whole main reason you guys kind of moved back here was because we wanted to make some advancements in things in arts and education for our local kids, whether they're at the itty bitties or in middle school, high school. And one of the journeys that we want to take these kids on, not only with the Tallulah Awards, you're sending a young actress and actor to New York City to compete in the Jimmy Awards.
Huge.
Huge.
Just
It
like
is huge.
Fabiola,
and yes, and
she'll be
Juliet.
and Juliet.
Exactly. But also at the same time, we have a new scholarship program from Jim and Judy Link and their family, and it's in perpetuity, which thank you so very much. But one of the key things that BTL decided early on when we knew this was coming, not only did we want to lift up and empower our actors and actresses, but also, all of our stagehands and everybody backstage, that's it's probably much easier to get a job like that and work in New York City doing that than having to be a performer on Broadway. I mean, the challenges are very different. But what do you think, in getting these kids up to New York and doing all this? We talked about the roundabout. What are some other things that young people wanting to get into this industry, what should they be doing?
They should be getting their name out there, getting to know people. Ultimately, every show that's being put together from the ground up is going to hire 2 or 3 production assistants.
Yes.
So, maybe not so much internships for the run of the show, but certainly production assistant positions on every show that's going up. So getting your name out there, getting your information out there, your resume, and even dropping it at theaters, or these days emailing it, of course.
Sure.
But I think dropping it is still a good idea because most of the kids are not doing that.
Yeah.
So it'll make
That's
you
a good
stand
point.
out.
Is it still about being seen?
Yes, I think
being
so.
recognized.
It's networking,
Yes,
network.
sure.
Yes,
Absolutely.
So important.
Yeah, and even for crew positions,
Yep.
Okay, so let's give these high school kids a reality check there. Okay, you're just moved to New York. Where are you living? Whose couch are you sleeping on? And how long does it take before you get your first job in the theater or a job in a restaurant or something?
Right. It's so different. For everyone's path is completely different. And I found that Danielle Wade, from Shucked, when she taught our workshop to the kids, they were asking her that question, and she was just like, I wish I could give you the formula. There is none. It's different for all of us.
Yeah.
So
It almost wondered, should there be, listen, Broadway, pay attention, maybe there should be, because when they go to the Jimmy Awards, they all stay and
Juilliard dorms.
At Juilliard dorms.
Yes.
But all those big buildings in New York City, there's got to be a place there you can put all these kids to help and learn and train their craft while they're there.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah, just saying.
Yeah.
Amazing career to
Thank
you
you.
both.
Yeah.
And the journey, and thanks for coming back to Huntsville. It's absolutely wonderful. And the things that we're going to accomplish together, it's going to be life-changing for certain high school kids in this area.
Yeah. So exciting.
Yeah. Oh, Jinx.
So exciting.
You owe me Diet Coke. Diet Cherry Coke.
But yes, and more that will come about here in the very, very near future. And everyone, please pay attention here as this season continues. And in May, the Tallulah Awards will be our first one. Yes, and sending a young lady, young man to New York City to be a part of the Jimmy Awards. To know further information about the Jimmys or anything BTL, visit BroadwayTheaterLeague.org. We'll see you next time.